Hey guys, my name is Yuriko. Today I'm with my friend Natalie and we're going to be talking about women in the business industry. Okay, so the first question that I have for you now, Natalie, is what first inspired you to pursue the field you're in and how did your career journey begin?
Yeah, so I'm currently a BI engineer, that's business intelligence, and I did study business analytics, and I feel like what drove me more towards it is I've naturally have had a curiosity for things on why things happen, why things are, so that analytical part of my brain has always been on, and I think that's what drove me to choose that major, and everything just kind of fell into its place.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. So you were always like curious and like when you were a kid and all that stuff? Oh,
yeah.
That's cool. So the second question is, what do you think people misunderstand about most women in the business today?
Yeah, I think like any misunderstanding comes from us as women, but I know that like coming in as a woman into like corporate America, it was a lot of imposter syndrome and like feeling like, especially like a woman of color, feeling like I didn't belong, but we actually do contribute. Like we have really good emotional intelligence and all of that, and it just takes confidence to get outside of that imposter syndrome.
Yeah, I love that because I think we've talked about this before, and I think I mentioned to you, like, because I'm also a business major, that in a lot of my classes, most of the people that were there were men, were guys, and I was usually one of the only women, and then usually always one of the only Latino women. And it's just kind of weird because you're like, no one wants to stand out, like, you know, kind of how you were talking about. But, you know, I like the message that you said about belonging, and like we do belong there even though it doesn't feel that way. We do. Okay, what has been one of the biggest challenges you face as a woman in your industry and how did you overcome it?
My first ever annual review, my boss gave me like the most like life-changing at that moment advice, and it was to say no. And I think that was like something that was such a huge challenge because since starting, like I would say yes to any request that came across my desk. Like pushing back is actually not closing the door, it's opening doors to completing other things and using your time to things that push higher business value. And that has made a difference since then, and it's made my confidence go up for sure as a woman.
Not every opportunity is like your opportunity, and I feel like that was so powerful because I feel like there's so many opportunities. It doesn't mean we have to do everything. So I really like what you share, and I resonate a lot with it actually. Okay, so the fourth question is, what habits, routine, or mindsets have helped you become successful in your work?
Well, just tying it back into what we were just talking about, creating boundaries is a huge one. Staying curious, you know, like wanting to solve things, and wanting that drive, and also staying organized. It's hard, but just making sure documentation and everything is in order. And overall, also, I feel like getting rid of that imposter syndrome and being like, I belong here, I've worked to be here, and I do the job, you know, and I get things done, and I deserve to be here.
And the last question is, what is one piece of career advice you share, and what message do you hope other women take away from your journey?
Kind of just tying it back in, but like you do belong, and we can do everything, you know, like we are women in business, but we're capable of it all. Like there's really nothing that can stop us, and just being confident overall, just having that confidence.
I love that. Well, thank you so much, Natalie, for being in the podcast today with the Asian Community Development Center. I know that everyone watching will definitely appreciate all your words and all your advice. And here in the Asian Community Development Center, we're here to support women, and we're here to support communities and students through education, connection, and mental health resources. We invite you to subscribe to stay connected, and thank you so much for being here with us today. Bye.